Hey writers, this is going to be a super short mini lesson because you have already learned everything that I'm about to teach you. So this is just a review and to give you some reminders. So yesterday in 1A, I noticed some friends that were forgetting some of the things that they've learned about being good writers in first grade. And they had great ideas for their stories and in their stories, but they forgot some things. And when I went to read their stories, I had a lot of trouble. So I wanted to just give you some reminders because maybe this is you. Okay, so I want to remind you that good writers use finger spaces and they spell words using all the letter sounds that they hear. Okay, so I need your help in fixing a story, and I just wrote 2 pages of just one little quick story that I started. So we're looking for things that are wrong and that we can fix in the story. But before we look at that, okay, I just want to remind you, because you've already seen this chart, of the ways that good writers spell words. Okay, so they first of all say the word in their head. They say it. Okay, then they slide it. They hear it and they write it. So that means that they say the word and then they use their fingers as they're starting to spell it out, and they're listening for all of the sounds that they hear. Okay, they don't leave out any letter sounds. They write every single one. So if the word was cat, they don't spell it C and skip the A and then write the T. They sound out all the letters K, A, T, so that they get that very important A, the vowel, in the middle. They don't skip it. They use snap words. They listen for little words that are inside bigger words. They use words that they know to help them spell. And they write words part by part. Okay, so we learned all of this. Okay, all of these things. So you have got the tools that you need to sound out words. So please, please try your best. Okay, let's take a look at this. Help me fix this story. All right, and this really is just not even a whole story. It is just 2 pages because I don't want to take a lot of time on this today. Okay, so you see there's a picture of a shoe. So this writer was probably trying to write a story about getting some shoes, I think. I'm going to change my pen color to green so that my green writing is going to be the new writing. Okay, so if I take a look at this and try to read it, I think the first word is on, okay? And then I'm noticing I need to make my pen tip a little bit skinnier. Hold on a second. Do this. There we go. Okay, on, and then this next word I think is maybe Saturday. I think it might be Saturday, but okay, the writer did not put any vowels in there, so that is missing a bunch of letter sounds. So I'm going to come down here and I'm going to try to rewrite what I think this is supposed to say. Okay, on. And then I'm leaving a space, a finger space. Now, in first grade, you don't need to put your finger on the paper. That's just for kindergartners. In first grade, you should be able to look and be able to put your pencil down a little bit ways away from the last letter that you wrote. So you're kind of figuring out the finger space just using your eyes. Okay, so on, and I think this is supposed to be S, A, T, and it's actually a U-R, but if you left out the U, that would be okay. D-A, Saturday. Okay, I put an uppercase S because it's the day of the week, but most importantly, I did not leave out those vowels. On Saturday. Whoopsie, it's moving all over. So that should be a capital I, and oops, I even just wrote that a little bit too close. So I'm going to be erasing that, and I'm moving it over a little bit. I think that's supposed to be g-at. G-at. Noon. I think that's supposed to be new. That's a hard one to spell, but you should know there should be a vowel in there. New. And this looks like it's probably supposed to be shoes. Okay. Sh is S-H. Ooze. Okay, and that's O-E-S, but if you didn't know there was an E in there, that would still be okay. It really needs the S-H together. Okay, stop. Okay, There's a period. On Saturday, I got new shoes. Wut and bluk. Okay, I think this is supposed to be white and black. That's not a whole sentence. So the person that wrote this should be telling me a whole sentence, like they are white and black, or they were white and black, but not just wut and bluk. Okay, so I'm going to add some words. They are white. Okay, and you're going to see I'm going to move on down and I'm going to erase something. Okay, they are white and black. Oops. And see, even when I make a mistake in my writing, and it's kind of hard to write neatly with this pen when it's kind of fat like that. Okay, I just go back and I erase it, and I'm even going to erase all this, get it out of the way. Okay, so now it says, on Saturday, I got new shoes. They are white and black, period. Okay, gonna come on down. Got one more page, okay? You see that symbol? You all know what that is. You're right, it's Target. So this says at. So what do you think this person was trying to write? They were at Target is probably what they meant to write. Okay, so I'm going to come over here and I'm going to try to fix this. Okay. Oops. Here we go. Let's try again. They, and they is a word wall word that you just learned last week. So that's on your personal word wall that you have, to your first grade helper chart word wall. And hopefully you maybe even remember that, but we learned that word last week. They, and this is were. It's got to have some vowels in here. And that's on your word wall too. At, and then I'm going to write Target with a capital T because it's a special place. Now that's got to have some vowels, and it's also missing some sounds. T, R, G, at. Target. Okay, so you see when the writer wrote this, they left out the A and the R and the E. Okay, and friends, I know this writing's kind of messy on here with my Apple Pencil, but I know you can write really neatly with your pencil on a real piece of paper. Okay, so I just wanted to just show you this, and if your writing maybe looks a little bit like this, you need to go back and you need to erase. Okay, erase it if if it's messy. Erase it if you have got places where there are not finger spaces. Okay, you need to make sure you're leaving finger spaces so your teachers can read this, and other readers can read it. And you also need to not leave out any sounds. Okay, because if you leave out sounds, you are maybe being the L word. And in 1A, we say that word is lazy. And I don't want any of you to be lazy because you all know how to sound out words. You know what all the letter sounds are. So you need to make sure that you include those and write those down in your writing and in your words. Okay, writers, I hope you write a great small moment story for your very last one. I hope it's the very best one you've ever written this whole time in first grade. And off you go.